Welcome back to Threads of Hope. Today's episode focuses on the death of Janessa Ramos. January 18th, 2022, 31-year-old Janessa Ramos was found dead during a welfare check in Dallas, Texas. 4 years later, the questions surrounding her death remain unanswered, and the people who loved her say the truth has never been fully examined. When police arrived that day, Janessa's death was quickly ruled an accidental overdose. But from the very beginning, her family says that conclusion never made sense. According to her loved ones, Janessa's boyfriend was present at the time of her death, and family members spoke with police on scene. During questioning, the boyfriend described what he had called an arrangement, saying he was only her boyfriend on weekends and that during the week she was free to do whatever she wanted. He told police that items in her home suggested another man might have been living there, but it was not something he ever questioned. After police left the scene, Janessa's family says the boyfriend became frantic, gathering his belongings and leaving. Among the items he reportedly took were an indoor camera, a shoebox. And the following day, Janessa's family made a discovery in her room. A bag containing hundreds of pills. Those pills were turned over to police, and to this day, her loved ones believe they played a critical role in her death. And since then, communication with investigators have been minimal and deeply frustrating. Janessa's phone and personal belongings have never been returned, and the family has never been told her phone is still undergoing data extraction years later. Emails and calls to police have gone largely unanswered, with responses described as vague or dismissive. A supervising officer has never responded at all. The timeline of Janessa's final hours raises even more troubling questions. Her boyfriend told the family he left early one morning for work and could not reach her afterward. When she didn't respond, he contacted one of her friends and asked him to check on her. After nearly a full day of back and forth, police were finally called, and Janessa was pronounced dead. In the weeks and months that followed, loved ones began learning details about Janessa's life that they say police never fully explored. They believed she was at work for a Amazon center, only to learn that she was actually dancing at a local club. Friends later told the family that the boyfriend exerted control over her life and income. Another man Janessa was seen made plans with her to leave town just days later, but those plans would never happen. There are also inconsistencies surrounding Janessa's last night alive, including conflicting accounts of where she watched a football game, whether alcohol was involved, and when she returned home. After the time that she was supposed to be asleep, an Uber charge appeared on her debit card. A detail her loved ones say was never explained. Over the years, Janessa's family has spoken directly with people who were closest to her in her final hours, comparing timeline, stories, and details. Based on what they've uncovered, they firmly believe Janessa was supplied fentanyl, exploited, and left alone while in danger, and that her death was not an accident. They believe responsibility was avoided by delaying help. Today's Janessa's loved one continue to grieve not only her loss, but the signs that follow. They speak carefully, knowing allegations must be handled with nuance, but they remain steadfast that Janessa's case deserves deeper investigation. Too many details were overlooked, too many red flags dismissed. Janessa was more than a case number. She was a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a woman with plans for the future. Her family is not asking for assumptions. They are only asking for accountability, transparency, and a willingness to truly look at what happened. To those who loved her, she was a free spirit with a big heart, someone who inspired others by pushing through hardship and refusing to give up. She was a devoted mother, and a daughter was the center of her world. Janessa was born February 7th, 1990 in Wichita Falls, Texas. She earned an associate degree from Vernon College and dreamed of building a future in fitness as a personal trainer. She loved the gym, loved life, and loved deeply. If you have any information that could help shed light on the suspicious death of Janessa Ramos, her loved ones are urging you to come forward. You can contact North Texas Crime Stoppers at 1-877-252-8477. If you have any information regarding the death of Janessa, please step forward. Please come forward. And you can do your part by sharing this post, keeping her face in the public eye. Please, someone out there knows what truly happened to Janessa Ramos, and she deserves justice, and her family deserves closure. Thank you for listening to Threads of Hope, and remember, stay safe, stay aware, and God bless.